Okay, great. Thanks everyone for showing up. I know this is very quick, but I just want to kind of show up this setup. This was a stock that we posted on the weekly watch list on June 14. Okay, that stock was DNAX, DNAX. Okay, that was DNA Brands. It was at 0.0024. What I liked about DNAX, all right, was that it was at its 52-week low. Okay, 52-week range was at 0.0021. Okay, 0.0021 to 0.0055. To actually 5 cents was its 52-week high. So what I noticed about this stock, okay, back when I posted it, I saw that the stock had rallied when it hit this 21. It had a reversal tail. You had what you call a divergence, and the stock rallied up to about 0.007. Okay, it was a nice trade when it was mentioned. I mentioned it on the chat room, but I felt that this needed to do a double bottom. All right, we saw a big drop. Okay, we were waiting for that 3-bar drop, and that 3-bar drop actually hit on Friday. Okay, so that gave opportunity to add 0.0021. And if we take a look at what the stock is doing now, it's at 0.0057. All right, and it hit a high of 0.006H, which is that double top of 0.007 that it hit before. Okay, so what you're looking at is for that stock to break. Okay, for that stock to break. Okay, this high. Okay, so it's still a pretty good trade. Okay, so it hit that 0.007, and today we hit a high of 0.0068. So you know, I want to reiterate that this is the reasons why we actually trade these stocks. When you're buying these stocks at the master supports, you had a buy zone between 0.002 to 24. Okay, the previous 52-week high was at 0.07. Today it announced news. One of the traders actually mentioned that you know, the reason it's running was because news was put out. Well, that may be the case, but at the same point, you know, traders want their position before any news, and regardless whether it's news, you know, you just had massive support there, and if it wouldn't have happened today, it would have happened eventually. Okay, so DNA Brands reaches an agreement with Tran Coca-Cola to open up the Missouri market. All right, so they heard the name Coca-Cola, you know, and the stock rallied. All right, you know, I want traders to understand that you know, it's all about positioning. And all right, I actually showed another stock, GBGM. Okay, that was another stock that was given out actually this a few days ago at 0008, and right now we're trading above this 20-day moving average of 0.0013. So we want to close above this level, and then your next level is 0.002. Okay, if you take a look at the GBGM trade right now, you got 13 million, okay, in volume. You have a low of 0.001, okay, and look, DNAX is actually just broke, okay, that 0.007 previous resistance. So watch that. You know, you could see a move to 0.01, all right, for a scalp trade. So, you know, you're up 200%. Another trade, just like the STLK. All right, so you have GBGM right now, 13.4 million, and you know, we're looking for a close at 12 or higher. All right, this is a online gambling stock. Okay, and I mentioned that Bitcoin, now with the introduction of Bitcoin, regulators can regulate online gambling. And if you look at the GBGM trade, okay, that stock right now is on the bottom consolidation. Previous 52-week low was at 17. Okay, you just broke above this box pattern. All right, watch that 2-day consecutive day close above this level, then you'll test that 0.002. So my levels on GBGM is 17, then 24. All right, so 17 and 24. So any move, retrace back to this box is a buy area. All right, for a buy set, forget. Okay, if you want to go probability trade of 0.009 to 11, you got a 20% risk. Stop close below 9. You know, as simple as that. All right, let me go over. I actually didn't post watch this because I felt that this was a trade that we could trade now. So PMBS, right? This right, a beautiful trade right here. is testing this triple 9 level, okay, at master support. You got a probability area right here. This is a marijuana stock, okay. Last move we called it. It hit a high, low of 9 and hit a high of 17. Watch for the re-entry here at 910, okay. You know, you have a stock that is oversold. You got a 35 right here. So just watch that level right there. If you look at PMBS, okay, let's take a look at PMBS over here. Take a look at this bid right here. All right, you got BMAC here. We don't know how many shares he has, but look at that PMBS bid. Okay, you got a significant bid over here. If you guys want to bid 9s, let BMAC sell to you. All right, stay on the 9s. Okay, I firmly believe that we'll have a bounce on PMBS. Okay, right there, DNAX 0.0078. Okay, so you just breached that support at 7. Actually, the resistance, I'm sorry. The previous resistance just got breached. All right, so that's just a quick move of what RSP brings to the table. All right, you have DNAX here at 24, and you have GBGM at 8. Okay, gave entry at 8, 9, 10. Okay, I see these stocks moving higher. All right, guys. If there's any questions, just feel free to get back at me. So we will be streaming level 2, and if I see anything that comes up, I will mention it to you guys. All right? Is PMBS manipulated? We don't care about manipulation. I mean, I don't. I mean, if it's manipulated, then I want the 9s. All right, let it be manipulated. I'll stay at the 9s, and I'll catch the panic. You know what I mean? I mean, the bottom line is you're looking at the master support. You want it to be manipulated. Let me get a bid at 9 and let me get filled. Okay, and then when it goes up to 17, I'm up 80%. Okay, no bank is going to give you that. I mean, I don't really care about manipulation. You know what I mean? Maybe next week they put out news that they're going to do a big deal in Colorado, and they're going into marijuana distribution. You never know. Okay, this is why you trade these pieces of junk stocks. I mean, treat them as that, trades, right? We're not investing. You know, the entire markets I spoke about yesterday are manipulated. If you look at the SPY right now, you're hitting 52-week lows nonstop. I mean, that's the major manipulation. Look at that. Look at that SPY, 195.77, hit a high of 196. That's manipulation at its core. So, you know, what I see here is bids. Okay, 7 million, you got 4 million, you got 2 million, and you know, it wouldn't hurt to add more. All right, so there you go, more bids. All right, so I'm gonna probably you know, post this up later on. So for traders that missed it, okay. Again, thank you for, you know, your valued time. Take care.